So to do your shoulder, there's a couple of areas that we can work on using the peanut. We can work on the side of the shoulder and we can work into the rotator cuff, the muscles around the back. So what you could do is put the peanut down on the floor, and then to work the outside of your shoulder, just bring the peanut so your shoulder sits nicely in that groove. Then you can try and work yourself up and down over the outside of your shoulder. And you can see that I'm using my body to get that movement, that rolling all the way up and down. From here, what you can do is keep that pressure, and we can go side to side. So we can roll backwards and forwards slightly, just trying to find those points which are more tender. So then you know you can focus on that. You could also start to use your arm to move around. So this way you're getting more of a lateral movement going through the shoulder and just working those tight points. Roll along and move your shoulder side to side. From there you can turn more onto your back, so you get into the rotator cuff and roll along. Trying to find those tender points. Then you can pin the muscle in place again and do the sort of rotator cuff type rotational movements through the shoulder. Or you can use your own arm to try and move around. Now I've gone with my arm over the top, so my armpit's over the top, and you can start trying to bring your arm, say, up and down. What you can see is I'm also grabbing my arm and lifting it just to assist with that extra stretch through the muscle. You can go into rotation of the shoulder as well. So to use the peanut for your shoulder, what you can do up against a wall is place the peanut against the wall, lean into it, and take your feet further away from the wall. The further away from the wall you take your feet, the more pressure you're going to get on the peanut. So the deeper that might get into the muscles. Once you're in a good place, you can use your legs to bend and straighten. That way you can roll the peanut against the length of the muscle. So here I'm working the outside of my shoulder. I can then turn more to the front and work like this. Or I can turn it more to the back of my shoulder and work like this. Personally though, I actually find using the peanut for my shoulder, particularly against the wall, not that effective. So what I would do is take one of the balls off and use that up against the wall. So to use one single ball, you can again place that against the wall, lean up against it, and then again use your legs to move up and down along the muscle. And you can roll more to the front. When you use a single ball, you get more control of where that ball goes in the muscle. When I was using the peanut, it doesn't quite get enough pressure on one particular point. So that's why I prefer using a single ball. So I can move up and down, and then I can roll more. So I'm facing away from the wall. Now it's going into my rotator cuff, and I can again use that to move around. What I would normally do is move around to find the tender points in the shoulder. Once I find a tender point, what I actually then do is just stay still. That just allows the muscle to relax rather than moving around, which will stimulate that muscle to stay tight. So I'll keep that pressure on for maybe 30 seconds, maybe a minute. What you can then do, keeping that pressure, is you can start moving your arm so it stretches out the muscle while being pinned by the ball. And you can go up and down, or you can go across the body. And I'm just using my other hand to assist in that full stretch of the muscle. So there's a few different ways there you can use the ball or the peanut against the wall for your shoulder.